So Monday.com is certain project management, or let's say your project related tool. It helps to manage your tasks, helps to basically it helps to manage your tasks in all sort of way. And it has a building block of its own. For example, if you go and set a new board of your own, then same sort of board kind of template is replicated in all sort of other application. For example, if you just click add column and just add or just rename the column name, or you can even have some sort of groups here, and in this way you can channel this table sort of view for your work management. If you just want to get idea of it, then first you can go into its install or its product section. You can just get a view that there are certain templates for work management, certain template for development development management, and in the same way marketing, sales, and project related templates are there. If we just dive right into the work management topic, then you can work management product, then you can see there is a you will find an add section, and then under add there are three basic building blocks of Monday.com which are replicated in all sort of templates. For example, with board you can just create your own kind of table where you can just either call it project, or either call it uh, either call it tax or anything. For example, if you go into this section, like it's a new board, and if you want to, for example, let me show you. If you go to new board and just go to choose your template, then you can either create project. No, it's not the part, but let me just show you. There is a certain for example, this column can be called project, or this column can be called as event, or this column can be called as tax, anything based upon your needs. So one of the building block is board. Another kind of product that Monday.com has got to offer is a form. You can create forms from here. You can create this is the responses that comes from form, and you can use these forms on for your team. You just have to edit form, and it will just give you form sort of functionality there. Another kind of feature that Monday.com offers is a document. It's just like Notion. If you do slash, then it will give you all sort of things. For example, slash text will give you normal text. Yeah, you got the point, right? It's kind of Notion kind of it's a Notion kind of approach to document. And another building block is a dashboard. So these four building blocks are on all sort of templates in Monday.com. And on the dashboard, what you can do is that you can integrate a lot of widget. If you go to more widgets, then you can see that there are multiple widgets. You can add numbers there. You can add battery. For example, I have added battery here, and you can connect this battery to your form, or let's say to your board, and you can just connect your project, and you can just the indication will be given by the battery, how many tasks has been done, how many is under going on, and how many of the the columns are for example empty. What's the empty how many are the empty status there. So if you connect your board, or if you connect your table, then the battery widget is there. Similarly, number widget is there, the Gantt chart widget is there. If you go to more widget section, then I think there are lots of tens to hundreds of widgets, right? Like you can even embed Facebook feed, you can embed your Twitter feed, you can do all sort of things on your widget, like on your dashboard section. So in this way your team can help, team can get the idea of work management, or let's say of your projects. So this is the yeah also there is a specific I have added a specific template here. For example, let me now okay, so uh, we can come to the template part later on, but I think you got the point, right? Like there are certain products, like there are a lot of you just choose one of the product, and basically all it does is same thing, but just choose a simple work management related product, and just try to just use this main building block first. Now once you are done with this main building block, then you can go to integration part. And in integration part there are, I think, hundreds of integration. Again, you can integrate Slack, you can integrate Google, Gmail, you can integrate GitHub. All sort of third party application can be integrated on Monday. And the example of integration, how it works is that whenever data arrives, notify user. For example, whenever a column changes, notify user. This kind of integration can be done. Whenever data arrives, oh sorry, my bad. Whenever date arrives, notify team in channel. When a column changes, send an email to someone. So in this way you can integrate your, for example, you can even bring you can even publish event from other parties. Like for example, when starting a meeting on Zoom, create an item and sync meeting details. This can be done. So like trigger will be started from Zoom and Monday will be updating. So those kind of integration can be done too. So all you have to do is just go to integration section and just integrate hundreds of application on day-to-day activities of your company or of your project, and you can just choose from here. So if you want to, like, if you want to, yeah, account usage, it's generous, like 25,000 action available for free trial. So I think this is enough for a month for any user who is trying to achieve some sort of work management on monday.com. Now we have seen the integration. Now let's go to automation section. So on automation section, it's not about third party application, it's about the same monday.com other features. For example, when status changes to something, change another status to something. This is a certain Monday feature, changing a certain Monday feature. So Monday allows to do that too. So there are lots of I think there you can just see from the categories here. If you want to if you want to notify something, like when an item is created, notify someone, you can do that. This is under automation section, and it's just a template based. You don't have to do by yourself every automation. There are template, or even you can create custom automation. But first you can try these templates, and once you are like yeah, it's a better approach for me, if you realize that, then you can create your own custom automation too. So we have learned about integration, we have learned about automation, we have learned about integration, we have learned about automation, we have also learned about these basic building blocks, we have learned about the products Monday has got to offer. Now we can look into the app marketplace. For example, if you go to app section, then you will see a certain marketplace kind of if you see the bestseller section, then you can even integrate Azure on monday.com, where DevOps integration app is created by some party from Israel, KPMG, and seamlessly manage your entire development process by connecting Azure DevOps and monday.com work OS. So third party app marketplace is like, for example, VC apps have developed monday.com. They have used monday.com API to make things easier for people, and if you just like some of their app, then you can easily integrate. Like for example, track your teammates on different time zone. This is timely app. It's not a Monday feature, but it's developed by third party developer. You can buy these apps on app marketplace. Lot of even integrations are also there. You can buy integrations from app marketplace. I think I have just installed a free app which is called Google Sheet Embedder, and it's just a simple, it will just embed your Google Sheet on, let me show you one. Okay, it will just embed your Google Sheet on monday.com. For example, this is a Google Sheet. I have embedded this Google Sheet on my monday.com board. So this is an example of one of the app from monday.com, which you can get from marketplace app. There are thousands of it, and you can just select according to your need. For example, if you want to import, yeah, we can talk about importing later on, but if you stick to our our plan. Now let's look into, we have learned about app marketplace. Now there is a certain you know advantage in monday.com, which is a template library. It's a template center, and it has got a certain template according to the, like, according to the product definitely, but work management has a lot of template, because I think at first work management was launched by Monday. And yeah, it's just a template. For example, if you want to manage some event, then it gives you a multiple board feature on event management. I think I have already selected this thing, and if I go to like this event, then I think it's a update in one place. I don't know if it's an event or not, but I have selected a certain event. Yeah, it's an event dashboard. It's here. Yeah, so it's an event management template I have selected from monday.com template center. You can, like, for example, just create a event. Who are the registrants? You got the point, right? How the event is being planned, how it's being kicked off, what's the budget, all those things. You can even have your own event planning, to-do list from monday.com. We have the building block, what is called the document, and you have a dashboard or building block which you can also leverage to create a certain dashboard. So which is given by template library. You can, at first you can just try, and just give it a try. And yeah, so a few things I missed on, it's not missed, but yeah, if you talk about, there is a certain, for example, let me go to the work management product, and if there is a certain important feature in Monday, another, which is called a column. If you go to the column, and if you go to more column, then basically you can add lot of feature, lot of things, lot of many kinds of data can be presented on column section on Monday, which is one of the major feature of monday.com. So I think there are, again, there are multiple column data that you can use. For example, you can choose a country on the column. For example, you can also vote something on a column. For example, if I you can give a rating on your column, checkbox. Let me add a checkbox in this column. So I have just added a checkbox in this column. So, and under this checkbox you can just tick, or you can just do. So and what it does is that in a certain board, every table will replicate this column if you add from this column section. So which is another important feature of monday.com column. And finally, yeah, we have already, at first we have discussed about monday.com's product. So simply monday.com has this sort of features. You can even invite your multiple teammates on working on multiple workspaces. So and you have your product. We have the building blocks, and basically you have all sort of integration, all sort of automation. So these all things will create adds up to what monday.com is. It's basically it's a certain board where you can talk with each other, where you can manage your projects, where you can have a lot of item in your column, which you can make your work very easier. There is a dashboard section. All those things we have discussed today, or we have known about monday.com. So in this way, let me end my video for today, and yeah, thank you guys for watching.